What's up, guys? It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. So, if you're new here, please check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. So, I want to talk about something that Angela brought up in the group recently, and it was actually emotional eating and stress eating. So, one of the biggest concerns of a lot of people is, hey, I'm going through a lot. I don't actually know if I'm just going to start spiraling out of control and eating ice cream 24/7, or putting myself in a situation to where I'm going to be eating poorly because of all the financial stress, or because of the kids, especially during this pandemic. Kids are home all the time, so it's a little bit it's a hell of a lot more difficult for a lot of people that are not used to not only not getting a teacher's wage, of course, but also, in addition to that, having to do all this online crap that you're not used to. Maybe you missed the curve on technology and it's just not your jam. Or you're having to help your kids with calculus when you don't even remember how to divide. Not only is it not fair, it's not right, but unfortunately, just like most circumstances in life, we are forced to deal with them regardless. And the only thing that we can really control is how we respond to them. So I want to talk about a few things that I know that trigger me and that put me in a situation to where I feel very susceptible, and I often feel myself and see myself buckling quite a bit. So the first and foremost is exhaustion for me. If I find myself really tired, and it doesn't matter if it's just on a daily basis or an hourly basis, if I get to a point to where I'm extremely tired, I try to pick myself back up. I'm the type of person, because of the bipolar, I don't require a ton of sleep, but I do find myself at a point to where my body does start breaking down. When that happens, I feel like my cravings are absolutely through the roof. And it really doesn't matter if I'm full or if I'm hungry. I just start craving something to give me that pick-me-up. So what I suggest is make sure you get your sleep in order, but also, if you find yourself in a position to where you are actually craving foods and you're like, yo, I need a nap, I'm like stressed out, I'm tired, take a break. Take 15 minutes, shut your eyes for a little bit. And a lot of people out there are going to say, well, I can't do that, blah, 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 blah. You can do that, and through practice, you're going to get a little bit better about it. If you're not sleeping enough at night, stop checking your cell phone every 5 minutes. Put on some cool, relaxing music. Make sure your bedroom is cool enough. Weighted blankets help a lot of people. There's a lot of different things that you can do before you go to bed. Maybe reading and wind down, or not exercising before you go to sleep. A lot of these things will really benefit you. So the second thing that I've found that triggers me a lot is getting off of a routine. So if I'm in a routine, like for instance, I wake up one day and my thing is that I wake up and I have to eat a full solid meal. If I say I have to eat a full solid meal, and after drinking my coffee, maybe I do my sprints, and maybe I go through the motions of each and every single day, I have to follow this same system. If it gets to like 12 or 1 o'clock and I realize, oh my gosh, I missed this meal, or I didn't do this on target, or I didn't do that, I find myself, not only am I completely out of balance mentally, or stressed out, or aggravated, or anxious, or whatever, but my cravings are really bad. Suddenly I'm craving like a sugary drink or something that I didn't even want or need. So the best thing that I can recommend is put yourself on a regular schedule, okay? Many of you guys did not have any type of eating schedule. It was like, oh, I'm hungry, boom, pop through the drive-thru. Oh, I'm hungry, boom, order a pizza. Oh, I'm hungry, just chop something up in the freaking fridge real quick, and then you eat until you can't move, and then you're done. Or grab a bag of chips or whatever. So if you don't have a schedule or something that you really do on a regular basis. Now, I'm not saying micromanage the hell out of your life. I will say somebody with bipolar really does really well, or anybody that has like anxiety or depression or anything like that, will benefit a lot from putting themselves on something a little bit more strict. I'm not saying your life has to be boring, but let all the other things in life actually become more spontaneous, like your adventures, hiking, exercising, running around and doing things like that. But if you're supposed to be going to bed at a certain time, you're supposed to be eating your meals at a certain time, you're supposed to be doing different things at a certain time each and every single day, like brushing your hair, washing your teeth, backwards on that or whatever, but you know what I'm saying. Really get on a better schedule, because then you're going to find yourself not in a position to where maybe you're stressed out, but maybe you just waited too long to eat and you let all these other work things get in the way. By the time you did get hungry, it was just a catastrophic failure and you really wanted to eat everything on the freaking planet. So don't put yourself in that situation. Another thing is, and the last thing that I want to talk about, should be the pretty obvious one, but also the one that we probably don't think about, because it's like, if my leg's on fire, I think about running around and it burns so bad, and it's just so intense. But if you think about it, you have one goal: put the damn fire out. So when it comes to stress and emotional eating, get control of your stress, get control of your emotions. And I'm not saying like, don't be full of emotions, like you're a female, you need to quit that. Like, no, I'm not just saying that. Like, I'm a pretty super emotional person. I have emotional highs and emotional lows more than probably every female that I can think of combined, okay? So I know how it is, but I know there's a couple things out there that I've tried, because a lot of people, especially with everything that's going on, it's unknown stress, unknown emotions. And I'm not saying like these things aren't a regular thing, but I'm just saying, because if I talk about regular stuff, then you're going to say, well, I'm not used to this. So I'm covering both sides of the stick, if that makes sense. So understand that I've tried a few things, okay? Meditation, there's some great applications if you go on your Android phone or Apple phone and you go to the Play Store or whatever, or the App Store, and you look for meditation apps. Some of them cost money, some of them don't. You can actually go on YouTube and you can type in meditation music, soft listening music. Take yourself 5 minutes a day. Dude, I'll be completely honest, to this day, I have no freaking clue how to meditate. I have not even figured it out. But I know damn well, if I take myself and I lay down in a quiet, dark room and I put on some meditation music, not only will I probably pass out, but even if I don't, it really sets the mind in like a calmer state, so I can go forward with my day in a much better mood. If you find yourself from the get-go, you're just like, dude, I am stressed out like an hour after I get up, the kids are freaking crying, doing whatever, everything's all this crazy stuff. If that is the case, then start your day out before you get out of bed with that soft music or that relaxing music. Other things help, like a nice relaxing bath. You can throw some bath bombs in there. You can do like Epsom salt bath for like recovery. You can also do medication that I've tried. This is a natural supplement, and I'll link it in the description below, but it's the only thing that has ever worked. I've tried so many different things. This is the one natural thing that has helped reduce my stress and lower my cortisol levels, and it's called ashwagandha. Now, something unique about bipolar is I go from like 0 way down here to like 5,000 in like less than 1 second. And it can be very difficult to control that. When I've found myself in periods where my moods are stressed out, emotional, just out of control, I have found that ashwagandha actually helps me. It's like it's a root, and I don't know how it works, but it works really well, and it's the only thing that I would probably ever recommend. I know some different things like melatonin relax people and different things, and your body is probably going to be a little bit different than mine, but I have had other people try it too, and they said it worked great for them as well. I hope those tips helped you. I hope you understand the biggest thing is reduce your stress, get on a regular schedule, and just chill out. I know it seems really, really, really silly to think of these things like this, but a lot of the times when your life's on fire, all you think about is running around with a chicken with your head cut off because you're on fire. But if you just sit there and try to figure out how to put those fires out, maybe it's financial stress. That's okay. Maybe you need to get an extra job, or cut your expenses and stop going to Starbucks 3 or 4 times a day. I hope that information helps you. If you're new here, please check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life, and also on Instagram at One Big Impact. Thank you so much for watching. Be stronger than your excuses. Remember to spread love, not hate. Drink your damn water. And by the way, aside from everything, just to let you know, this morning was a very, very, very edgy morning with me. My cravings were absolutely through the roof. And my mentality was just like, I was very agitated and I was having a rough morning. I started off being very late. I just slept in my car for about 10 minutes and I feel like, boom, chilled the freak out. So I promise you, these things actually are things that I do, and I've noticed that they work. Remember, good vibes only. Have a great day, guys.